Hey guys, welcome back to Moon and Sky Homestead. I'm Jasmine. If you're new here, hello. If you're not, what's up, gang? Sorry it's been taking me so long to make an updated garden video, but I literally have been so busy. I don't remember the last time I've had a weekend just to ourselves, like my family. Needless to say, it has been storming all week. So it just got done storming. I'm going to try and film this video before it starts storming again. Hence why, it's kind of looking a little bit like she's been run through. But girl, she is popping off. Look at this garden, guys. We do have a duck coop back there that is not finished. However, it is usable. The aesthetic part is not fully done. But she is being used by, drum roll, my ducks. I got my ducks on my birthday in April. Without further ado, let's get into this garden tour. These are all my tomatoes. They have been producing like crazy. I have been picking them and picking them like crazy. However, I do not think that I have enough to can salsa like I would like. So I am probably going to have to get it from a local shop, which is fine. I think in the future, I will probably grow a more beefier tomato and try that next year. Or I could still try it in the fall. Stay tuned, I might do that. All my zinnias are just doing amazing. They are very cutesy. They make the garden feel very, very magical, which I love. I always find beauty in the garden. Look at this marigold. I mean, seriously, she is crazy. This one, something's wrong over here. Something isn't working over here. I might have to amend this part because I'm noticing a boom over here, but it may just be the placement, sun placement. But you can see a bunch of green fruit. I literally just came out here and grabbed a bunch of these tomatoes that were about to ripe because I really don't want them to split. I love this zinnia and this one. There's more fruit over here, the San Marzanos, which I do know that these are San Marzano. These tomatoes have been neglected quite a bit this week. I'm not going to lie to you. Have I neglected them the whole season? No, I have babied these like it is a part-time job, like I've been saying. But I have not come out here and pruned. I have not done any of that lately. I do need to get on my A game. I might do that this weekend because I have a little bit more time on my hands and I'm noticing some pest damage on some of my leaves. And I have not seen the hornworm yet, but I did notice this, which is kind of devastating. I don't know if you can come back from that, but I'm hoping it perks up. Wishful thinking, it's probably not. You put so much work into these tomatoes and then Mother Earth just sends rain, even though you had a drought in spring. You're like, can you make up your mind? But climate change, you know what I mean? Here are some peppers that I planted. They're doing, I don't know, this right there, that's a weed. But yeah, see, this tomato plant fell over too. And it might just be me. I needed to clamp some more of them, which is on me. I tried to be like super aesthetic and like put pine shavings down because my kids never wear shoes for the life of them. Like I literally have a toddler that will scream her head off because she wants her shoes off. So I put pine shavings down because I had an extra bag from Tractor Supply, but it's not the prettiest thing in the world. I know I have yellow pear tomatoes. I did have a Brandywine. And one of these that I just picked today is a Berkeley pink tie-dye, which, holy mackerel, are those gorgeous or what? I'll put a picture up. I'm going to buy more of those seeds because those are so pretty. Over here, I have more zinnias. I have been picking a lot of bouquets, which, oh, I'm noticing another damaged plant. I have been having some rabbit pressure too, which is fine. I knew that was going to happen whenever I got this property and knew I was going to garden, which I'm completely fine with. This is like more of a hobby and just really fun. And I would love to produce a lot of food for my family, but the reality is I don't think I have that much time on my hands with my kids so small to be able to do that. But I've been picking this basil. It still amazes me that I grew all this wild mess from seed because like, what do you mean I grew this from seed? I love a good pesto. These cosmos right here were seeded before these ones over here. They're kind of going to seed now, which is fine. Again, the peppers are not really producing much. I have some dill going to seed, which I love dill going to seed. It's so pretty. I know I had some dill under here too and some basil, which I do need to take clippings of. I had to put some loofahs down here. I don't know if they'll be able to dry out as much as I need them to before the season's done, but that's what I plan to put right here. We have our beautiful Mongolian giant. Everybody loves these crazy sunflowers I've grown. I've harvested the heads off of 2 already. These sunflowers have been trap plants for me. It's actually quite amazing. I've had 2 different pests on them, and like they've, you know, multiplied and stuff. They have not decimated any other part of the garden that I've noticed thus far. That damage that I see on the tomatoes is like the first I've seen any damage on any of tomatoes. And to that, I think it might be the basil and marigolds that I planted near it, but it could just be luck. I also have ducks now in my garden space, and they could be eating a lot of pests that I just don't really know about. These bugs, which I know are bad, I'll look up the name. And then there's like these other ones that kind of go inside of the stalk. Ew, that's creepy. It's like giving me mummy vibes. Y'all seen the mummy? I've been keeping them around for that. They want to be on there. That's power to them. Have more flowers growing. These Mexican sunflowers, although they're wet right now, is like one of my favorite plants I have ever grown. I've grown this in every single garden space I have had. I've grown it in containers when I lived in Orlando. I've grown it in my garden now, and they had a really slow start. So I was kind of worried. You need to grow it. It's an amazing flower. So many pollinators love that. Also, the zinnias right next to it. They're still going on strong. I need to cut some. Oh, back there you can kind of see a pickling cucumber that I thought I picked all of them, but of course I missed one. I'm seeing some silver slicers, which I do like to get a little bit bigger than that. People like to pickle the silver slicer, but I actually like to eat it raw in like salads and stuff. But I will pickle it if I have extra. Hello, ladies. Okay, you guys want to meet the people? So right here we have plum, molasses, mulberry, and apricot. They've been being great little fertilizers for my garden and little pest pressures. So that's been really cool to watch because I'll like kind of peek out and look at them. I have 3 runner ducks and 1 Welsh harlequin. And I've noticed that a lot of people aren't that familiar with runner ducks, which I get. They're kind of an odd looking duck with their standing up posture, but I don't know, they bring some whimsy and like Studio Ghibli vibes to the garden for me. These pumpkins are cascading out, and I've only noticed 1 pumpkin. So I'm hoping I at least get another one from all this mess. Here, this is kind of my ducks area. I did have dahlias. They can eat dahlias, so I let them decimate it. I have my blueberries right here, in my pear tree is my tomatillo bed. I'm glad I didn't plant anything else in here because I was like, okay, 4 plants is gonna be like, I just did not know what to expect. Holy mackerel, do these things grow like weeds? They grow in these little husks. In Hispanic cooking, they use it a lot. My grandmother and great-grandfather used to use them a lot. Oh, this is the green one. It smells so good. So you take this little husk off, and it kind of just looks like a green tomato, except like they'll roast it, and they make like salsa verde with it. I'm also growing a yellow one. Let's try and find a yellow one. Not seeing big ones that are like ready. They'll be ready next time. A bunch of peppers. I have like sweet chocolate ones. I have like a lipstick one. I got them all from Baker Creek. I have my Seminole pumpkin patch, and as you can see, she is growing like crazy. I got these Seminole pumpkin seeds from Jerras Garden here on YouTube. To me, it is an honor to have something in a tribe being passed down for generations and generations and saved the seeds of, to be able to grow it in my own garden. So I am more than thankful to be able to have even purchased the seeds. I am like a little bit, like 22% Native American. It is really tender to my heart, the communities and everything. Look at it, guys. These ones are producing so good. Like, I have noticed them everywhere. Obviously, my ducks are kind of getting them. I don't know how long it takes them to get to maturity. Strawberries are kind of done for the season, which is normal, I feel like. I got those also from Jerras Garden, which they're cultivated from the University of Florida for Florida particularly. So I don't know if that's like an everbearing or if it's like just a June bearing or what have you, but I'll look into that also. My cucumbers, like I said, I am having a lot of this happen with my cucumbers, which I'm assuming is just like fasciated blossoms. Right next to that, we have our cantaloupe. And girl, I don't know if this thing's gonna hold, because I was hoping these cantaloupe would be ready to harvest soon. This is like what they'll look like kind of in the beginning. Little baby one. I've been watching these closely because I know they're not supposed to have any green on them. And I've been trying to pop them off. They say they'll just come off, so I'm hoping that they will be ready soon. I have my squash, and so far no insect pressure that I've noticed. I've only harvested one squash. I was hoping the patty pans would be more bountiful, but for right now they're kind of not. Even the Seminole pumpkin's coming like way over here. This was an experiment. These are zinnias clustered together, and they will grow. My son just threw all these seeds in a cluster, and I was like, well, let's see if it grows. And it grew. Kind of trained some of this Seminole pumpkin to go on the fence because I thought, you know what, why not? Why not do that? I know there's another one right here. And the first one I ever noticed was right here. Yellow petite watermelon over here. I've already harvested one. I'm waiting to harvest the other one, but it doesn't look like the plant's doing well. So that's kind of unfortunate because we really like watermelon around these parts. The yellow patty pan over here. And this is the only one thus far that I've noticed. Some sunflowers, cut sunflowers, and only 4 of them have made it. Something keeps eating them. There is the tomatoes again. But this is what's growing in the backyard garden. I do have a peach tree, 2 grapevines, and 2 kind of plum trees. One is a mix between apricot and plum, and then I also have a plum tree. And so they're doing good for the most part. But guys, I mean, this is absolutely absurd. Is it not? Is this not crazy? I grew most of this stuff from seed. All I needed was the space and time. That's all I ever needed. I also have been fertilizing once a week. So I have been taking fertilizing very seriously. All right, it's starting to sprinkle on me, guys. Sorry this was so quick, but thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all of the things, and have a good day. I appreciate you guys for being here and enjoying my garden with me and nerding out on it just as much as I do. Bye, guys. See you in the next one.